Here we are in Vincenzo's kitchen. We're starting to get into those cooler mornings. We have a little bit of rain out there this morning, so I decided to get back in the kitchen here. And I happened to have gone grocery shopping the other day, and I've already put together some winter staples. But today what I want to do is just go over a little short video, I hope it's short, on how to make some very pleasing, palate-friendly, gluten-free, carb-friendly meatballs here. So here we go. Now I've got some ground meat, happened to be on sale, which makes it all the greater. And I'm going to start and show you what I do with my ground meat to turn it into meatloaf. Although there are so many things that you can do with ground meat, including hamburgers. You can freeze them for later, you can stack them up, you can make meatloaf, you can make tacos. It's always such a great, universally adaptable meat source. So I'm going to put 3 eggs in here. We probably got about 2 pounds of the ground meat. And I think one of the things that some folks wish to do is have a nice flavorful meatball. I know I do. And one of the few chunky things I'm going to put in here is a heaping tablespoon of garlic. I just love the garlic. You've heard me say it a million times. It's good for you. Keeps those lipids from accumulating. I'm going to take some Parmesan and Romano cheese, and we're going to put that in there because I want the flavor in the meatball. We're going to add some parsley because one of the most underutilized herbs that there is. We're going to give him a couple good shakes. I'm going to take some onion powder because I don't want chunky onion in the meatball, but I do want the flavor. I'm going to take some Italian seasoning, of course, because we're making meatballs. And we're going to give that a couple of shakes in there also. And I want a little bit of fresh dried basil right off the picnic table farming. And I want one more thing. I want a few oreganos, dried oregano in there also. Alright, so we have most of our seasonings in there. And now the easiest way I can tell you is just got to dive right in on it. You know, just take all that goodness, start mixing it up with your fingers. Right in a nice large pan is what I do. And then I take the pan and I turn it. Start mixing all these things up. It'll change the consistency of the ground meat from a coarse ground meat into a more smoother consistency. Kind of prevents that crumbling effect when the meatballs are being cooked. It's good to have a paper towel close by when you do this so you can wipe your fingers off before you grab for something else. I happen to have one of my sauces that I'm going to add right to this because this will get a little bit on the sticky side, and I do want the flavor inside the meatball. If I wanted to make just meat golf balls, you know, you wouldn't add any seasonings to it. But depending on what you're putting this with in the way of pasta or noodles or making a meatball hoagie or whatever, you want some good flavor in the meatballs. We've just assured that by adding what we've added. I'm going to give a real fast rinse. Before I grab that paper towel, because I'm going to add a little bit of this sauce in here, and then we're going to repeat this whole process. So we're going to take just a little, not a lot, because we're going to add some sauce after they're fully baked. And hit them with some cheese. Now you can add some mozzarella to this, it'll help them stick together a little better. I'm recommending, since you already added the Parmesan and the eggs, which is why I add the extra egg. Most people are used to. So we're just going to go and spin this again. I've already got my oven on the warm, 350. These will cook in there for, I'm going to let them cook for probably about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to take them and put them in a dish and drain off all the grease, turn them, and then finish baking them. And then I'll add some sauce and some 6 cheese blend to finish them off. So this is the process. You want them a little bit on the sticky side. Don't want them runny. And that's a nice consistency there. And you always want to roll them bigger than what you want to eat, because they're going to get smaller. So you just grab yourself a chunk. The more you do this, the better you get at it. Like anything else, practice makes perfect. And we'll just finish these off, put them in the baking dish. We'll cover them for the first round of cooking. After 20 minutes, I'll take the aluminum foil off the top of the pan. I'll transfer them into a duplicate dish that's lined with aluminum foil. Helps in the baking process. And there you go. Very versatile. You won't have to ask, where's the beef? Because it's right there. We'll make one tray up. That'll be enough to last for a bit. I think I have just enough to make a full dozen of decent sized meatballs. Two of these will be more than enough to put on a plate with some nice pasta. So we try to move pretty fast here. I'm not sure that we accomplished our goal, but we did get 12 very nice meatballs done up. Let me give my hands a quick rinse. Get that grease off my hands so I don't drop the pan. And here we go. 12 nice meatballs. 350, 20 minutes, uncover them, put them in another pan or drain the grease off and turn them. Let the finish baking process another 20 minutes, uncovered. You've got a fantastic meatball. Alright, this is in Vincenzo's Kitchen. Something good's always cooking. Remember to be kind to one another out there. Help your neighbor if you can. Alright, we'll see you.